I want to welcome you to the Koch File. Thank you so much for joining me today. So Chantal did a few videos last night, and I see she did a few today. I haven't watched those yet. But this was one that was done about maybe 18 hours ago, 19 hours ago. And this is the part where the police come. So I'm just going to play this particular part, and we're going to look at the comments and stuff. So let's do this. There's the knock.
Who's here?
Who's here?
Hold on 1 second.
She doesn't know. So we're going to see who comes to the door. And we all know it's the police that come to the door. Could be that someone called to talk about the abuse. It could have been nadar. Someone's bringing that one up. It could be the accident she had. Maybe it's related to that. It could be something else. We don't know. So let's see if there's anything in the comments. Annie P wrote, I would be afraid to answer. Let's see. Somebody asked if she did edibles. I don't think she's high. Somebody wrote, I wish she had left the volume on. Yeah, that would have made for interesting content, but I'm sure she would have deleted it. Somebody queefed wrote, this is making me nervous for her. I don't know why. I mean, the cops seem to come to her place consistently, so it's not like it's an unusual visit. You know, maybe this is the last and final warning they give her or something. I don't know. Because saying all this stuff online, right, you're going to have that problem of somebody out there thinking it's their responsibility to call the police and to get all that stuff moving along. When it technically shouldn't be, right? It should be you doing that. Let's see. Hopefully it's not Nadad. She looks shook. Too many weirdos out there. This guy has a harem of chicks. She'll be fine. Get ready to call the cops on her. Cops knocked. It's probably Nadad probation's officer looking for him. Yeah, I heard this whole thing about him being on probation. I think at some point she does talk about it. So it looks like he is on probation. Okay, so we could see here, you're going to see the cop come into the frame. He's going to look around because they're looking for whatever. And now he looks at the camera. He sees himself reflecting and points to the camera. And now he starts to talk to her about whatever it is that he's come to talk to her about. Everybody's reacting in the chat, saying, oh my God, the cops, what the fuck. People are right, she didn't do anything wrong. Okay, so we don't know. We don't know. At this point, we don't know why the cops are there. We do find out later on, based on what she tells us, whether that's the true story or not, we don't know. Yeah, I mean, it could be somebody called about Nadad and the abuse, or I don't know. We'll have to see. Another one writes, I feel so bad for her. I don't know why, considering she does kind of put herself in a situation. She airs all this stuff online. You're going to have to expect out of the thousands of people that watch you, there's somebody out there who feels it's their duty to do this. Another one, I wish it were unmuted. This is ridiculous. What nut called the cops? Yeah, I don't understand people who watch YouTubers who infuse themselves in their personal life. I'm going to tell you why, because we don't know what is truth and what is lies. We don't know, you know. People could be staging all this stuff. We don't know. And we could be overreacting to the drama. So, you know, you have to kind of really assess if you really should be doing that. I really hope a troll, let's see, Jody S. I really hope a troll didn't call them for no reason and wasted their time. Yeah, I mean, look, if there was abuse happening and the cops walked in and took care that, yeah, that wouldn't be a waste of their time. But yeah, if they keep getting calls at the station for her, you know, it does, they have real police work to do. Okay. Just kind of scrolling through the comments. Turns out Chantal's broke the newly passed meatloaf live stream law that passed in Canada's parliament. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Misery-loving company like to make life harder on other people because they get off on it. It's the only meaning they have in life. Are you talking about the cops? That's why it looks like I was cooking and just, okay. Okay. Brandy wrote, the police are going to confiscate Pete's mail. Why? Excuse me, I'm sorry. He needs to get a restraining order. He seems pissed, talking with his hands. I mean, it could be, right? They could be getting so many calls that are just like, oh my God, enough with this woman. Whoever it is doesn't seem happy. The cops were just here for my neighbor. Why is this happening today? She's online yesterday. It's definitely charge worthy, and I can't believe she didn't think that through, that people would call on her behalf for domestic violence. I know that's the thing, right? You don't want to be one of those people crying wolf, especially when it comes to domestic violence. Like, it's I don't know. Hands on the hips, he's pissed. Amerivert, he's probably mad because of how many calls they get on her. You guys are wasting their time when they actually have emergencies. All right, she's back.
Guys, I have to go for now.
Okay. All right, go. Go. She's still hanging online with the cops behind her.
I have to go for now.
Okay, go.
I have something to do, but I'll
Okay,
be back,
go.
okay?
Just go. Just go.
I'm just gonna wrap it up. I have to fill out, like, something. People were calling because of the, what I talked about last night. So.
Okay, get off.
I'll be back, okay?
All right. Oops, sorry, guys. All right, so we're going to go to the next video. Hold on. Okay, so this one was like shortly after that video, and it is called Dinner. So let's get into it.
So, I'm sure you saw the cops.
Yes, we did.
I feel like just like not doing live streams, maybe just like just doing videos.
she keeps saying that she's going to do this. She wants to make videos. And this would be a smart idea, right? Because then she would be able to control her content more. She'll be able to kind of micromanage what she's putting out on video. And maybe do one live stream a week for like an hour. Do it like, or maybe do two. Well, do one members only and do one open chat so you satisfy everyone. That would be a smart thing to do, but we know she's not going to do it because it takes too much work. You know, I can see now having watched these lives for a while, I can see what the appeal is, right? You just sit in front of the camera, you know, turn on the video and people start joining your video and you start doing your thing. And the money comes in from the super chats, and also when you leave that video on, you get ads in it, and you build more. So you're getting good money out of that. I can see why, what the appeal is to the lives. So for her to go back to videos, doing more videos and doing the lives, I just don't see her putting that much effort in. Now that she found a much easier way to make money, which is doing the lives.
What community post? I'm okay. I had to do a report. So. Actually, what I'm gonna do is my fault for oversharing. I'm gonna try not to overshare. What? Anyway. They want me to call if like you anything suspicious, anything like you call us, we'll come right away.
Well, that's what the police do, Chantal. They come right away.
I don't know who called. They don't say. Yeah. I do share too much, guys. So I apologize for that.
No shit.
You know. Well, obviously, people, yeah, sharing something like that, people are going to call the cops. You know? But the cop was like, something like this happens, you need to call us and, like, not share online. Like, it's true. Like, maybe a story time if it was like something that happened like in the past. Do you know what I mean? But it's not something that happened in the past.
Yeah, it's not past. No. I've only been with this guy 5-6 months.
Oh my god. Thing is, like, now I'm even more worried for my safety. Like, because...
Why? Because you poked the bear?
Anyway. This is so messy. But I feel like whoever called...
So Tiffany wrote, I don't know why he can't just move on. He's weird as fuck.
I should have done that from the get-go.
It's not all just him moving on. She needs to move on. She's unable to move on.
Especially with the history of that kind of thing, you know? But anyway.
EG asked, did you shut down the phone yet? His phone yet?
I thought, like, I didn't actually think, like, it's so, like, naive. Like, didn't think these people actually existed. Like, you see in movies, but you know what I mean? Yeah. When I saw, like, when you said Gabby Petito, Kristen, you're so sweet. I was like, when I saw her, like, when the cops, like, pulled her over and she was, like, crying, like, I looked like, that's how I felt like I was crying when, like, I got in the accident when I was crying and the woman was, like, you know. And there's gonna be, like, a woman who comes to, like, talk to me about stuff. I don't know. Could
Not
help,
funny.
you know. Hold on, that's my mom. So I'm just eating cucumber, feta, olives.
That was a weird glitch. She said, wait, I gotta talk to my mom. And then and then she went to the salad.
And the dressing with lemon.
Yeah, we know she didn't shut off his phone yet because she didn't cancel her HelloFresh yet.
Oral Bay Nation. Hi, River.
At least she's eating something healthy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Brooke said, why don't you, stay with family for a little bit and log off here a few days. Good suggestion. Like I said, I know she had to fill out a report. Probably the report is just documentation of the visit.
Maybe
I don't think it's something that has to do with pressing charges. So I'm not sure because it's Canada.
No, seriously. Like as like a security thing. Hi, Sammy. Yeah, Brooke.
Somebody asked if he contacted her since the cops had been there.
The salad is really good, yeah.
So, Accountable Beauty 2 asked, does Nada have a gun? I don't know if they can have guns in Canada. I'm not sure.
Accountable Beauty.
EG, why haven't you turned his phone off yet? For the same reason that she hasn't canceled her HelloFresh. Because she's just lazy.
Like, I haven't thought of it, doing it yet.
Somebody said FFG is going live and talking about what you said the night before, last night. No, I don't think she really cares. Did you see his community post? Nadar said, silence is the language of greatness. Time is the best way to find out the truth. Huh.
No, Vivian, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I would imagine if she has anything over there, she can have a police escort get the stuff.
I'm like just scared of the mess I created. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you created it.
Oh,
I'm
Chubby.
very
Wait,
glad you
Chubby.
acknowledge that.
Oh, Chubby, no.
That's very mature of
Wait,
you.
Chubby.
Because you
Come on,
created
Chubby.
this.
Yes, Chubby. Good boy.
No, you kitty.
Gotta cut his nails. The cops came, Annie. Cows. Things fired up. Yes, can you just give me a little bit of a breather here to eat my dinner? Thanks, Ange.
She's farting over there. Alright, let's see.
I'm not mad, but like, stern. Hang in there, love. Thank you, Tiffany. I don't know, Lambo. Yeah, we'll have to get somewhere else, that's all. Sandra. So I guess it's just time to close this chapter and move on. Back to videos.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to do a report, Volpe. I just basically just said what happened, that's all. Let's drink beer.
Oh, sorry.
Are those considered that? Yeah. You shouldn't walk on eggshells or flinch around your legs. You should be happy,
James.
comfortable. Oh, I love you, Shay.
James Elmshee wrote, at Marissa, you supported the abuse, though, you gunt. Oh my. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody queefed, wrote, LMAO at Marissa, facts. I guess for that comment.
Yeah. He was like the head honcho, too. I'm not laughing at that, but I just find that weird. I don't know. Oh my god. I just want to go back to bed. Why are you guys putting me through?
Yeah, it's all our fault. We're putting you through
Keeping
it.
you entertained. Yep. I'm just joking. No, you guys are keeping me company, and I'm thankful for you guys. And, you know, I'm thankful for your caring, but I think that I've learned that I think it's better for me if I have really private matters like that. I'll take care of them behind the scenes and tell them as story times later. You know, just please, why don't you get away for a while? Come up to Toronto and clear your head. Stay with me in my guest room. I'm super worried. Thanks, Kristen. I couldn't leave Pete and the cats, you know? I think it'll be okay. I'm going to just be careful, but maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. We're gonna move. I'm gonna give my notice.
Okay. I thought you were supposed to move out in August, but obviously that didn't happen.
I'm just gonna live stream more, so you guys can be my alert.
What, you want to live stream more? Please don't. Please don't.
Oh, I will be broke for
And
sure.
what were you planning for us, quote unquote, to be?
Sarah Jane, yeah. Nothing, write everything down. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back later tonight, with Pete's or something. So, okay. Seneca. Happy I am a member now, so tired of watching people create.
So, I'm going to read this comment from Sensa. Happy I'm a member now. So tired of watching people create their own narrative of your life. I'm a recovering addict. It pisses me off when FFG always acted like you always on coke with her sniffs. Ugh. Well, right, she wasn't completely inaccurate because for a while there, she was doing the coke and lying to us. And I remember she had her confessional video. Let's see. Anything else catches the eye? Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Victim shaming, everybody. Here we got a victim shaming one. Somewhat Steph wrote. Yes, yeah, girl. I was only there because this Beezer deleted her stream. LOL. A lot of victim shaming going on. Oh, come on. Stop that. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next video. Okay, so this one was about 17 hours ago. It's called Night Bees Not Feeling Good. So let's get into this.
You love the thumbnail? Marissa made it.
Fuck you, Marissa. I forget who, I think it's Just Saying has that at the end. I forget who it is, but that's so funny.
You're not Charlotte all times, you're only Charlotte sometimes? I'm rolling one, and I need to. You know. I've been better. Hi, Stacy, Harry.
See if I can move
Logma.
this a little bit forward.
I said somebody called the cops. It wasn't me.
Okay.
And
Now I saw on Yaba's live stream that she did that Kiwi Farms was able to get the dispatch, which is when they call out the cop, what the call is. Uh, so you could hear that at like the 3 minute mark. Apparently that could likely be the call because of they timed it as to when it happened during the live. So it could have very well been the dispatch. However, the 911 call itself, not sure how Canada is, but in the US you can get copies of calls. So I'm sure someone will find it and load it somewhere.
Turned out so much worse. So, I haven't heard from him.
Again,
So,
with
I
are
don't
you
know
going to
if
turn
he's.
off his phone? She's not going to do
I'm
that
just
for the
like
same
wondering,
reason
like,
she
did he get
doesn't
arrested
discontinue her
or like what's
HelloFresh.
going on,
She's
you know?
lazy.
But
Here's what blows my mind. If you're someone who is in a domestic violence situation and the first thing you do is decide to go online live with random strangers to confide in for your deepest and darkest feelings and are you serious? This is what this is what's scary, right? When you think about how we use YouTube and how YouTubers show themselves on YouTube and how they get really sucked into this fake world. I could tell you a perfect example. There's a YouTuber, I think her name is Cheney, I think is her last name. I followed her for years. She's from California. She's very sweet. Does great videos, great content. She would have her son on these videos. And long story short, she was on a live clip about the new puppy they got being sick and at the vet. And she was very emotional and she was with her son, who's probably maybe 9 years old. And she thought she had ended the live. And she says to her son, cry more, be more emotional. Okay, come on. And she's situating herself in the car, kind of getting him to get more emotional when he was already very emotional, right? It was so wrong on so many levels. And this was a YouTuber who nobody thought was a problematic YouTuber. Didn't ever think this YouTuber would ever act this way with their child. So it's you wonder if this person's life wasn't so much about YouTube, would they have done that same thing in that same scenario in a different? I mean, would that person have done it if they weren't a YouTuber? Because maybe these YouTubers are just making this micro dome in their life, which is that of YouTube. That reality starts to cease to exist. That you start getting consumed with what story you're going to tell or how are you going to entertain your viewers. I mean, that has to be, right? Because you at some point you probably run out of crap to talk about. So you got to probably start making up shit. Unless you're a travel vlogger, which, you can go all kinds of places, which is really cool. But okay, sorry. I didn't mean to run over. I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. Here you go.
he's like, I'm gonna go to jail. And now I feel bad for that.
And just so you know, that YouTuber who did that thing, like I saw her apology video, it was very sincere. You could tell it really had just shook her. Um, it's going to be hard for her to bounce back. I think she can because she wasn't a problematic person. But yeah, it's hard. I mean, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Because you could lose that whole work you've done in that YouTube channel. And
Yeah,
Chantal
I
has
have
to
to do
think
that. I have
about
to
that for
call
her
them.
future. This might be an instant excitement, an instant bad boy scenario. Which to me, he's no bad boy. He's a complete loser, pathetic person. Okay, an abuser. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it
Hi,
go.
Lindsay, Jamie.
Ooh, there you go. You're tired. We know you're tired, Chantal. That we know.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
have
keep
to be
telling
tired.
myself, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, they didn't say I couldn't talk to him. I don't have a no contact order.
Yeah, because you
It
didn't
was
press
just a report about
charges.
what happened.
You
They
just did a
wanted me to fill
report.
one out. Like, I didn't ask to. You know.
Yeah, because it's not like you're pressing charges. It's just for documentation.
This is hard on you, but stay strong is for the best. Thanks, Muse Meow, and thanks for your rebees. Thanks, Ange. You don't have to fill one out. I don't know. That's the way it made it feel. You don't have to.
Well, no, that was different. It's a report. It's not like you're pressing charges. It's a
They asked
different
me
thing.
to.
That's fine. No big deal. Let it go.
Hi, Sam. I I don't know. Then I don't know what to say. It's, oh,
I don't know. We don't know what to say either, Chantal. You have us all puzzled. I miss the light and airy Chantal videos that weren't so overly dramatic. I thought she was dramatic back
I
then.
don't know.
Wow,
Like people are
she's
like, tell your side of the story.
she's something else
I
these
don't.
days.
I don't think that like.
That report's not going to get him in trouble. Just relax, people.
I don't know. I don't think that like he like what's his side gonna be?
Now,
You
look,
know,
see,
like
this is probably what happens, and I'm not positively sure. Again, Canada could be different. If they get a call and they answer that call, it's nice for them to have a statement written by the individual on that report because you got to justify why you closed that call out. So they have to get a statement, something. So she just had to give, a report on what the call was about and where she's at and what's going on. So it's not like she went and pressed charges and got a restraining order and I don't know what. It wasn't that
I didn't
serious.
do it or she hit. I never hit him. I made it sound like I was more abusive than to him than I actually was to make it like more seem like I deserved what happened. Do you know what I mean?
So, that's interesting that she says that. That one statement she says about um, put it, she had never hit him, but she reversed it so it would be more her fault, like she did it, so she could carry the burden and the guilt. Now, this does happen in abuse situations. However, I've never heard somebody in an abuse situation actually, and I know a few people who have been in that situation, ever turn around and go, I'm realizing that I, was taking on the responsibility of that abuse. Because usually at the moment that it's happening, you're not that self-aware of what's going on. So I just thought that was interesting. When she made that comment, I was like, huh. I mean, I don't know if I was at that moment and it's all happening, if I would be that self-aware to identify that I did that.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like I still have feelings for him. Those don't just go away automatically, but
Great.
knowing how like my situation is dangerous. He will just lie. Yeah. You've been there. Hi, Bessie Jessie. Thank
A lot of
you.
people have been there. That's why your
I'm not going
story is
back.
so... Because look,
There's no going back now.
here's the thing, right? She is with this guy that she's choosing to get in the car and drive to and walk into this situation. There are people who are in environments where they can't get out. They are physically with the individual. They have children. They have responsibilities. They have there are so many things that make it so complicated. Or maybe they don't even have a support system, which she has a great support system. That's a rough situation. That's rough. She's in an advantage. She doesn't have children. She doesn't share any assets with this individual. She has a very strong support system of family and friends that love her. And she knows that they're there for her. I mean, I think we as viewers can see that her family's there for her.
Yeah, but he's not answering the phone.
Okay, so she just said there, but he's not answering the phone. So, are you calling him? You shouldn't be. I thought it was over. Why would you care? Why would you call him? Why would you care to call him? Why would it even be in your mind?
If he's on probation and there's a police report filed against him, will he go back to jail? I hope. I don't know. He said
I don't think. And you know,
he
look,
would. I
first
mean,
of all,
I'm
I
not
don't think
looking to.
it
I
will.
wasn't looking to put him in
But
jail or ruin his life.
who
That's not
cares?
what I was looking to do.
Look, if he is all you say he is, that jackass deserves to be where he's going to go, okay? But if this is not, then that's another issue. But we're going to assume it is. Don't worry about it. Who cares? Why do you care? You're out of the situation. You're free. Fly. Spread your wings. Go.
You know, I do have some guilt about that.
No, you shouldn't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty.
Yeah. The brain fog. I'm not actually in love with him yet. Yeah. So, I never apologized. And he blamed it on me, actually.
Oh, that's nice. What a jerk.
Sorry, I just wanted to smell them. Yeah.
Not unusual, right? Because if you see in that case with those YouTubers, right? You see the cop stop what happened. She was taking all the blame. The whole time I kept thinking in my mind, like, I don't know, he doesn't look so innocent to me. But he's convincing. You know, I can see how cops can be, as much as they vet the situation and stuff. I could see how, depending on somebody's personality, how that situation could turn out. Where someone who is not guilty at all ends up being the one getting hauled off. It happens to a lot of men, right, who get falsely accused. Because it's an assumption that the man is the dominant one. But there are women who are abusers, physical abusers, not only mental.
He didn't do it, then he wouldn't have a report. Yeah. Regret and loneliness, yeah. Yeah. That's, yeah. I mean, it did feel weird trying to, like, play happy. Like, we were, like, happy a lot of times. But you know, like, what happened that night, like, would always come back and, like, show itself in little things, like, just, like, being afraid of, like, movements or, you know, like, stuff like that. Two different lives, yeah. Annie.
Plain Trees Burger's already working at it. Should we expect a video Friday or Saturday?
Coupon
Oh boy, you
savings.
better
I
deliver
don't
that
love
video,
this at all,
Chantal.
actually. I'm actually, like, really just, like, drained and hurt. I don't see your message, Annie. Where is it? I think it got withheld maybe from Google. I'm sure I'll find someone.
Chantal, let the heat simmer down a bit. Okay? Cool off.
It's been
Take some
extremely
time off.
stressful.
I think you'll think a lot more clearly if you keep a man out of your life at this point.
Asked if I am naive to believe anything that Accountable Beauty says. Probably. Chubby moose, 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 chubby moose. I feel extremely depressed.
Oh God, she's on the
I
llama.
don't think so, Ronald.
My least
Maybe.
favorite part is her on the llama.
Annie.
Alright, I'm gonna speed through a little bit here. Let's see. Ugh, she's biting her fingers. I hate that. No.
Yeah,
No. God, every time I stop it, she's biting her
Keto
fingers.
Life. Kicks. They didn't say what they would do, Ronald. They were gonna... I don't know. They didn't say much. Who gets high and exercise? Yeah, it's in the description box. Thanks. Sorry, Kicks. B. Onion soup.
Alright, so I'm gonna end this one here because I don't think she sits up at it. No, she doesn't sit up at any point. So I'm gonna see if there is another video. So let's hold on a sec. Okay, so we're gonna do this one last one that is called Sleepy Time Soon Quick Bees. Okay. Let's get up a little.
What are you doing on my Puma bag? On my bag, Sam. That noise was, you know, those door stopper doing things.
Yeah. doing thing. Yes.
Why did you edit and upload Natter's new video?
Oh, there you
I
go.
didn't upload it.
Okay, so let me give you a little bit of background on this. So Nadada had a video that apparently was filmed, but in midway of editing when this whole shenanigan thing happened. So she finished editing the video. This is what she's going to explain. She finished editing the video from her bed. And she's saying she's not the one that uploaded it, that he uploaded it, which I don't believe. I think she edited it and she uploaded the video because we know she's controlling that channel.
I had already started helping him with the editing process. So I finished it. Actually, I do want to talk about that a little bit. I don't hate him. Like,
Here we go.
I don't know how to make
time to
people
walk
understand
it
that. Like, I don't
backwards,
hate this
everyone.
person. I don't want them to be stuck. I don't want them to just leave them high and dry.
Yes, continue to foster the abusive relationship because that's what people do, right? When they're getting hit, they just go back and get hit again because that's what you're supposed to do. Chantal, this is your exit. Take it and don't look back. You don't need this scumbag in your life, okay? You don't need this. I mean, here's the thing. Like, she's had normal relationships, right? I mean, BB, Pete's, these are all, common individuals, normal. I mean, pretty much just like your basic normal guy. She's never, like, I've never seen her with a guy who was all this mess and drama and drugs and abuse and all this stuff. So you would think that would have been a huge red flag very early on in a relationship, but then you think how either desperate you are to have that attention of another man and that you feel that little of yourself, that's all you think you can do. That you think when you look at him, you go, this is high quality. Because it's not. What does he bring to the table? What does he have to offer? What does he bring to the table that makes your life better? What is the incentive of being a couple for you two? Why? What do you each bring to the table? I mean, we know much of the things you bring to the table. I mean, you pay for everything. You do everything. You do his wash, for God's sakes.
If I can help him help himself, I would prefer to do that. So him learning how to edit.
You can watch YouTube videos and learn how to edit. That's how I learned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Doesn't it contradict each other? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You don't fall out of love overnight, damn it, Danny. Yeah. Definitely distance for sure, Flo. Yeah. 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 No, that's right. Like, this one video, and now I'm tired. What's going on here? Nothing exciting. I'm not talking loud because I think Pete's is sleeping. Why do you want to smile? Huh? I want to brush my ugly hair. I want to dye it and wash it. A romantic bookworm. My feet stink. May I remind you that,
So,
um,
just to catch you up. So, My Feet Stink wrote, it wasn't filmed today. It was yesterday. But you edited and uploaded it yesterday after everything you said and the cop visit. You're insane. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else that this person. No? Alright. Let's see what she has to say. She's going to get fresh. She doesn't like that.
I didn't call the cops. It was someone else. So the whole police report was actually like forced on me. I didn't call the police.
What does the police report have to do with? Let's see where that is again. It wasn't filmed today, meaning Nadar's video. It was yesterday. But you edited and uploaded it yesterday after everything you said and the cop visit. You're insane.
I didn't want to make this a legal thing at all. And hey, Sam, come here. Hey. Another thing is also like,
So that girl, Jessica, wrote, FFG minions are supporting him after everything. Please stop. Supporting who?
FFG minions are supporting
Nadar,
him after
she's
everything.
talking
Please
about.
stop. What? Is that for me? That message? I don't understand. So yeah. What was I saying?
Yeah,
The cats are
Cheyenne,
fighting. Hi,
Jasmine,
Sandra.
when she did the parody on Chantal, the most recent
I
one.
know,
If you
damn it,
haven't watched
Danny.
it,
Cheyenne
please watch it.
Jasmine's
She's
video was
so
funny,
funny.
huh?
She is so
It's a dumb
funny.
super chat message,
She does a
bro.
great job.
I love a sassy cheeseburger. I don't even understand that message, but okay. It was a funny video, yeah. Like, I'm okay, Sandra. Vegas doll, hello. So yeah, like when I told my story, I was just telling you guys like what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it happened like a couple of months ago. So at this point,
Now that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. Okay? It's been happening. God damn, we saw him slapping you on the face in the camera. I mean, I'm not, look, okay, let me say this much. I could tell you every one of my uncles would slap us on the face like that when they saw it. They're like, they'd be all happy to see you. It's just, I don't know if it's a cultural thing or whatever. And it's pretty hard when they do it. I don't even think they realize they're doing it. But that shit should not be happening, particularly when you're on a live video. You kind of want to prep the guy and be like, look, I'm on live video. You sit your ass way over there and I'm going to be way over here. And don't come in my circle. You understand? That's what you do. You set down some rules. Okay, don't have him chomping off his mouth in the background saying all this crazy ass shit.
we had already decided to try to make things work regardless. So
Chantal, this that didn't
do you know what I
happen a
mean by
while
that?
ago. This is currently happening.
Anyway, I'm just not gonna talk about it anymore because I'm just tired of like trying to explain myself. And
See, here's the thing. She gets to pick and choose when she wants to escalate things and when she wants to de-escalate things. We're not allowed to be able to react or to have feelings about particular decisions that she makes that she airs on YouTube for everyone. And she immediately wants to minimize everything and make the problem go away. You know why? Because she's planning on meeting up with him again. She has to prepare us. She's got to kind of backpedal out of this, right? She is making such a mess out of her life. It is unreal, the mess she's making out of her life. She is really making a mess out of her life. It is such a disaster place.
I just confuse people more. Gotta cram for exams.
You are beyond confusing.
The emojis are cool.
So, my feet stink wrote, "Oh, here we go. Now the next part of the cycle where Chantal tries to explain away everything she said." Yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. Thank you very much. That's the right comment right there. She's backpedaling.
I knew someone was gonna say that my feet stink. No, I'm not saying that because I'm saying I want to make it work. Because the problem still remains that, like, what happened affects how I feel today. Even though I was like, yes, I want to make it work. Like, I just really need to focus on myself. Like, I can't be in a committed relationship with somebody, especially when I have trouble, like, after 2 days.
She only wants the commitment when it's convenient for her. Because as you can see, as long as the commitment's for a couple of days till she gets completely exhausted of you and has to depart secretly through the night, tiptoeing out of your apartment because she's frightened that you're not going to let her leave. But then she continues to come back and do the same thing over again. What did they say about people who repeat the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result? They keep doing it the same way. This is Chantal.
Have like a panic attack,
Insanity.
Yeah, like deep down, exactly. I still didn't forgive him fully. And it's been like it resurfaces by me taking out my anger on him and just like.
She's backpedaling, everybody. She's doing the backpedaling.
And,
No, we don't know, Chantal. You keep saying you know, and I can't stand it. Stop saying you know.
Yeah.
Don't assume people know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's very toxic. For sure. Yeah, I think that the cycle, I know what you're talking about. Like, you start by, obviously everyone knows what it, like, it's like toxic cycle where you end on a really bad note and every time it's worse. It ends on a worse and worse note. And then
I know this is going to sound absolutely sick in the mind to say this, but could you imagine if she's the type of person that actually like enjoys this level, like she gets off on it? I know there's people like this. Like sometimes I used to have, you have a friend, right? Or a couple friends that you're like, what's wrong with them? They just draw toxicity. It's always all over the place. Like I often wonder when it comes to Chantal, does she in her mind actually think this is totally okay to be like this? That she's convinced? I don't know. She's always had normal relationships. So this is the puzzling part for me. I don't understand how this scenario right now seems normal to her, considering the past individuals that she had long-term relationships with. It's not like she comes from this type of an environment.
something like small, you know, like try to wedge your way back into each other's life somehow. Like, do you know what I mean? He needs to go on. The girl Jessica. Thanks, Jessica, for the super chat. Yeah. I need to definitely focus on myself because I've just been like getting worse and worse. Not better. You know, like I'm supposed to get better. And relationships are so demanding. Very, very, very demanding.
A lot of overseas men can be very demanding.
Makes me
I know
think
my
worse on
father
myself,
was
but
hardcore.
self-love. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, she's saying relationships. She's just saying relationships in general, I guess, are complicated. It doesn't have to be. I mean,
Vegas Vixen. They can be. Hi, Missy Jessie. No one can tell you how to feel. Yeah.
none of us
It's
want that
true.
responsibility of telling you how to feel. Please, no. I don't want that all on my shoulders.
Single life is best. Single life is very
No,
much
I don't agree
less
with that
stress when it
either.
comes
Yeah,
to.
it's fun for a
I've got
while,
chin
but then
hair.
it gets
I think
old.
I have chin hair.
It's not for everyone. All right, let's
Yeah.
move this up.
Sounds like a good idea. Get the bucks, Sam. Get the bucks.
Oops.
Clarissa Mansbridge, look at what you have put all your audience through. You're just as vile as this whole situation. There is no helping you. What? The fuck? I don't understand comments like that. What did I put you guys through? Did I force you to watch my videos?
Oh, here we go.
Did I force you, Clarissa
Oh boy.
Manscape, or whatever your fucking name is?
Carissa
You put
Manscape.
yourself through it.
A man's bridge.
Okay?
Manscape. Man's bridge. Where'd you get Manscape? Look at what you
Oh,
have put
sorry.
all your audience through. You're
Sorry,
just as vile as the whole
I didn't think
situation.
of
There is
you
no helping
when I was
you.
going through abusive part of our relationship. I didn't think of you when I made decisions in my life. I apologize.
Look at how she's so snippy. My feet stink said, you tell everyone about how vile and abusive he is, making everyone worry about you. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, my feet stink. Yes, I understand that. But
And then 2
sorry,
hours
just the
later,
word
you're back
vile.
with him. Yep. You got that right. My feet stink.
And then 2 hours later, you're back with him. I think that's like a pretty common thing, isn't it, though? Like, it's not easy to just leave people that you...
Okay, so Chantal, it's a little bit more complicated than that. So when you're early on in a toxic relationship, it is far easier to get away. Okay, it's still hard, but you can get away. It's much easier. You don't have all kinds of stuff locking you down. When you're invested in a relationship for a long period of time, over a year, then you start living together, get married, have kids, assets, bank accounts, vehicles. I mean, whatever it is, you got all this stuff locking you down more and more. With each year that passes, it becomes harder and harder and harder. Okay? Every situation isn't the same. It isn't. Everyone is unique.
have feelings for. You know, like people have to learn on their own.
The point is that people are trying to tell you to get away now. If in fact all of this is true, it's better to get out now instead of waiting another day longer. Because it is the God's honest truth. It gets more complicated. And I'll tell you another thing they do. Like I said in the last video, they try to lock you down very early on. Oh, let's move in together. Let's get a house together. Let's do this together. You know, within months of knowing each other, the relationship starts to go into a very rapid pace. There's a reason for that.
That still doesn't, like, me going back with him, how is that, like, me doing something purposely to hurt you guys? Like, I don't understand that.
Okay. When you go on live and in one video sit there in tears telling hundreds of people, if not thousands, that you're getting beat, bloody nosed, punched, slapped, and headlocked, and then some 6 hours later, you're live streaming from that jackass's apartment, partying it up, getting high, sexing it up. I can't imagine why people are irritated. I can't imagine why the majority of people would find your behavior disturbing right now. It's troublesome. Okay, it looks like a lot of trouble's coming your way. And there are people out there, a lot of people have experienced different traumas in their life and different addictions in their life, and they're watching you self-destruct. And imagine if some of this or all of this was narrated and not real, how much you could end up traumatizing these people who have actually went through this stuff, because you're playing it up like it's just some joke. People who are in domestic violence situations don't do this. They don't go on live YouTube and air out all the abuse and then on live YouTube go back to the abuser. Trust me. In real life, some of these people live in terror, okay? There's some people who are in really, really bad spots, and they wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. I start getting sleepy around this time. It's like 5:30 in the morning here. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, another great comment by My Feet Stink. Chantal, some of these old biddies that watch you are very pathetic and they get very invested in your life. They are very upset and disturbed over this current storyline. Goldilocks says, do you think Nadar's problem could be partly his culture? Okay, well, abuse in any situation is absolutely unacceptable and wrong. Slapping somebody's face, actually, that does happen. I mean, in my family, it did. Punching a woman, no, that's not normal. Giving a woman a bloody nose, no, that definitely is not normal. Now, if they're from overseas and they come from a household where the father was abusive, I mean, it could be what their normal is. But is that a normal? No, definitely not.
All these old biddies that watch you are very pathetic. Invested in your life, they're very upset. Well, that's not my fault. That's not my problem. My
It's
feet
all your
stink.
fault.
I'm not responsible for people's feelings, right? I mean, you know, Goldilocks, partly his culture. Yeah, I think.
That's true. You're not responsible for other people's feelings. However, you are responsible for what you put out there. Okay? If you're doing things like what you're doing, where you're talking about abuse and you're keeping this going back to the abuser, you're playing this whole narrative that's going on. If this is being over traumatized, this is going to be bad. Okay? If everything you're saying is true, walk the hell away. This is your chance. Sorry.
So. I think partly for sure, yeah. Maybe partly. Um, yeah, I think so. But I don't know.
You don't know, huh? Expected.
Cashews
Okay.
and Diet Coke.
Alright,
And
this
this
is
is
where
my
she
fifth
eats
time
the
on live.
cashews.
There's no closure from that for me because he hasn't apologized.
Okay, so this is again,
I
she's expecting an apology from him. Let me tell you something. If he truly is what you say he is, don't expect an apology. It's never going to come because they don't see what they're doing as being wrong. If that's his normal, he thinks you're the problem, not him. So don't expect an apology.
don't know.
Just leave it alone. Walk away and leave it alone. Alright, let's move this along. Can't stand the eating. Okay. She's just shoving her face the whole time. Eating. Now she's drinking.
Do you love me? Do you love me like I love you? Do you guys know who sings that?
She's gonna shave now.
Big shit.
As someone who has went through her own experiences like many other individuals out there, I don't know how she finds humor in anything. I mean, I know when I was in the depths of what I was in, I was never smiling, never there was nothing to have joy about. Like I can't relate to this. And maybe some people can, but in my particular situation, I don't relate to how she's reacting. I just don't. But again, everyone's different.
Ha. I know this.
Alright, so now she's
I'm
back
trying
on
to
that
have a more
llama.
normal day tomorrow. A more positive day. And not a baked one. Just think of how much you would hate him when he's waking you up. That spider. Thanks, Vegas.
Anne Marie, you need
Fjorgen
serious help
Thorder.
if you're still in love with that piece of shit.
Welcome to Very Important Beezers. Thor. Ready, set, bees. I'll call you Thor, okay? Chubby Moose. My cheeseburger.
See, I
Chubby Moose.
can't relate to this joy. I can't. Like when I go
Where do you live,
back
Misha?
years and years, I
Oh,
don't
no.
know.
I love BBJ.
Passion
I
Tim
know
wrote,
it's
"You're very sick to share this
insane.
story online and then talking like
I'm not.
this." Wait, what did she say? Hold on.
But
Wait, hold on.
a hard time breaking it off with someone that I am. Maybe
Okay.
chubby. Chubby.
You need serious help. Okay, if you're still in love with that. Okay.
Fjorgen Thorditer. Welcome to Very Important Beezers. Thor. Ready, set, bees. I'll call you Thor, okay? Chubby Moose. My cheeseburgers. Chubby Moose. Hi, Chubby Moose. Chubby Moose. Sam Samar. Sam ASMR. Sam Samar.
Ah, shut up.
Have intense feelings for her. Like, you know.
But look at her. She's like happy. This is it. This is it. No,
Where do you live, Misha? Oh no. I love BBJ.
She's laughing.
I don't know. I don't know Thor how. I don't know if it is love. I can't tell.
Really? Really? Somebody that loves you doesn't beat you.
Get the bugs. The Blair Witch Project. Sorry, I'm itching my butt through my pants. Oh, Chubby Moose.
So didn't need to know that.
Moose.
I'm trying to see where.
Chubby
Wait a minute. Hold
Moose,
on. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to see.
Nope, not really, Mandy.
Just laughing. God. See, that really bothers me. That really bothers me.
Just think of how much you hate him.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I do.
I'm missing something. I'm sorry, guys. I just.
Thanks, Vegas. You guys. I'm not even fucking kidding. I keep seeing something creepy.
Alright. Oh, sorry.
I swear to God. I'm not saying it's a healthy relationship and that we should be together, but it shouldn't be surprising to people, really, that, you know, that it's hard to break up with somebody that you're in love with.
So right now she's preparing us for her return. As we all know, this is the stream. I'm kind of glad I did this all in one video because you really do see the cycle happening. Now she's doing the whole justification. She's preparing us for that video that's going to go live at Dom's where they're partying it up. Yeah. She's wow. I don't know what to think of this. I really so she's basically saying to us that she can't understand why we are not okay with the fact of the possibility of her going back with him. That is highly probable. Why that should bother us when it doesn't bother her. So basically, she only wants us to think exactly how she thinks at the times where she thinks how she thinks. So if she's in love with him mood, we all need to be in the I love him mood. And when she hates him and calls him an abuser, we need to jump into that mood. If we don't and fall out of line, then it's done. You get blocked. So that's basically what it is.
And abusive relationships are especially hard to leave. Because of like the manipulation and very intense feelings. So I'm having a really hard time. Hi, Sam. Don't I have the best cats? Like plain cheeseburgers.
Well, Pasha Tim said, you haven't even been in the relationship long enough to call it abuse yet. I don't know how I feel about that. I think abuse is abuse.
Hi, Chubby. Hi. Hi, Chubby.
All right, so I'm going to stop this here because, yeah, I think we're like an hour and a half into this and my mind just like, whoo. Okay, guys, thank you so much.